What if the biggest obstacle to your success is you? In a world that constantly tells us to hustle, to promote ourselves, and always to look confident even when we're not, Ryan Holiday's Ego is the Enemy offers a bold, necessary counter-message. Your ego might be sabotaging your growth. In this video, we'll break down the powerful lessons from Holiday's best-selling book and uncover how ego, manifesting as pride, entitlement, or self-importance, can quietly derail your progress. You'll learn how to identify when your ego is in control, and more importantly, how to develop the humility and self-awareness to rise above it. And here's the truth. Mastering your ego isn't about playing small. It's about thinking clearly, acting wisely, and building something that lasts. If you're serious about personal growth and leadership, don't forget to subscribe. We break down the most impactful books to help you sharpen your mindset, lead with integrity, and live purposefully. Hit that subscribe button and join our community of high performers who choose humility over hype. Let's dive into Ego is the Enemy and discover how letting go of ego can open the door to your greatest potential. The nature of ego. In Ego is the Enemy, Ryan Holiday presents ego as a complex and often deceptive aspect of our personality. At its core, ego can be defined as an inflated sense of self-importance that distorts our perception of reality. It manifests in various ways in our everyday lives, influencing our decisions, relationships, and overall well-being. When left unchecked, ego can lead to detrimental outcomes personally and professionally. For instance, consider a workplace scenario where a team member refuses to accept constructive criticism. This behavior often stems from an inflated ego that prioritizes self-image over growth. Instead of viewing feedback as an opportunity to improve, the individual may become defensive, stifling their development and potentially alienating colleagues. This is a classic example of how unchecked ego can hinder collaboration and progress. Psychological research supports this understanding of ego. Studies have shown that individuals with high levels of narcissism, an extreme form of ego, tend to struggle with empathy and interpersonal relationships. They often prioritize their needs and desires, leading to conflicts and dissatisfaction in both personal and professional spheres. This aligns with Holiday's assertion that ego can create a barrier to genuine connection and understanding. Another relatable example is the social media landscape, where many individuals curate their online personas to project an image of success and perfection. This constant comparison can fuel feelings of inadequacy and anxiety as people become trapped in a cycle of validation-seeking behavior driven by their ego. By recognizing these manifestations of ego in our daily lives, we can begin to understand its negative effects and take steps toward cultivating humility and self-awareness. In doing so, we open ourselves up to personal growth and deeper connections with others, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling life. Ego in action. When we examine the lives of well-known figures, we often see how ego can play a pivotal role in their journeys, influencing both their successes and failures. Take the story of Steve Jobs, for instance. Known for his visionary leadership at Apple, Jobs also had a reputation for being notoriously difficult to work with. His ego often led to conflicts with colleagues, resulting in his temporary ousting from the company he co-founded. It wasn't until he embraced humility and learned to collaborate more effectively that he returned to Apple, leading it to unprecedented success. This transformation highlights how unchecked ego can lead to setbacks, while humility can pave the way for growth. In contrast, consider the story of Oprah Winfrey. Despite facing immense challenges in her early life, Oprah's humility and willingness to learn from her experiences have been key to her success. She often credits her ability to connect with others and understand their stories as a driving force behind her achievements. Oprah has built a media empire by prioritizing empathy over ego, inspiring millions worldwide. These contrasting examples are powerful reminders of the ego's impact on our lives. They encourage us to reflect on our own experiences. Have you ever let your ego cloud your judgment or hinder your relationships? Perhaps you've found that embracing humility in challenging situations has led to unexpected opportunities or deeper connections. As we navigate our paths, it is essential to recognize the influence of ego on our decisions and interactions. By learning from the stories of others, we can strive to cultivate humility and self-awareness, ultimately leading to more meaningful success in our lives. The role of humility. Humility is often defined as being modest and having a realistic view of one's importance. It serves as a crucial counterbalance to ego, enabling individuals to navigate their personal and professional lives with greater ease and authenticity. The benefits of humility are profound, as it fosters an environment where learning, collaboration, and genuine connection can thrive. In personal contexts, humility can lead to stronger relationships. For example, when someone approaches a disagreement with an open mind and a willingness to listen, it creates a safe space for dialogue. This openness resolves conflicts more effectively and deepens trust and understanding between individuals. In professional settings, humble leaders often inspire their teams to perform at their best. By acknowledging their limitations and valuing the contributions of others, humble leaders cultivate a culture of collaboration and innovation. Psychological studies support the advantages of humility. Research published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that individuals who are humble tend to have better interpersonal relationships and are more likely to engage in prosocial behaviors, such as helping others and volunteering. These traits enhance personal satisfaction and contribute to a positive workplace culture where employees feel valued and motivated. Moreover, humility can open doors to new opportunities. When individuals are willing to admit what they don't know and seek help from others, they often find themselves in positions where they can learn and grow. This willingness to collaborate can lead to unexpected partnerships and innovations that might not have been possible if ego had taken the lead. In summary, humility is a powerful antidote to ego. By embracing humility, we can enhance our relationships, create growth opportunities, and foster a more supportive environment in both our personal and professional lives. Practical strategies for managing ego. Managing ego is essential for personal growth and meaningful relationships. Here are some actionable tips to help you keep your ego in check and cultivate a more balanced perspective. First, consider incorporating daily practices that promote self-reflection and awareness. Start each day with a few minutes of journaling. Write down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences that stood out to you. Reflect on moments when your ego may have influenced your decisions or interactions. This practice enhances self-awareness, helping you identify patterns in your behavior that you may want to change. Another effective strategy is to actively seek feedback from others. Whether from friends, family, or colleagues, seeking constructive criticism can offer valuable insights into how your ego may impact your relationships and performance. Approach these conversations with an open mind, and remember that feedback is a tool for growth, not a personal attack. By valuing others' perspectives, you can gain a deeper understanding of yourself and make the necessary adjustments. Setting realistic goals is also crucial in managing ego. When we set overly ambitious targets, we risk creating an environment where ego-driven failures can occur. Instead, break your goals into smaller, achievable steps. This approach makes your objectives more manageable and allows you to celebrate small victories along the way. By focusing on progress rather than perfection, you can reduce the pressure that often fuels ego and cultivate a healthier mindset. Incorporating these strategies into your daily routine can significantly impact how you perceive yourself and interact with others. By promoting self-reflection, seeking feedback, and setting realistic goals, you can maintain a healthy perspective and foster personal growth and deeper connections. Remember, humility is a journey, and every step counts. As we conclude our exploration of Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday, it is essential to recap the key insights we have discussed regarding ego and its profound impact on personal growth. We've learned that ego can often be a barrier, clouding our judgment and hindering our ability to connect with others. Recognizing how ego manifests in our lives is the first step toward overcoming its negative effects. We also highlighted the critical role of humility as a counterbalance to ego. Embracing humility enables us to cultivate stronger relationships, generate opportunities for collaboration, and ultimately lead more fulfilling lives. By practicing self-reflection, seeking feedback, and setting realistic goals, we can effectively manage our ego and cultivate a mindset geared toward growth and learning. Now, we want to hear from you. How has your ego influenced your personal or professional life? What strategies have you found helpful in keeping your ego in check? Your experiences and insights can inspire others on their journey towards self-improvement. If you found this discussion valuable, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel for more content on personal development and self-awareness. Don't forget to like this video and share it with friends or family who might benefit from these insights. We can create a community dedicated to growth, humility, and meaningful connections. Thank you for joining us today. Remember, the journey to understanding and managing your ego is an ongoing process. By embracing humility and implementing practical strategies, you can unlock your true potential and lead a more fulfilling life. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.